Grizzly post-match reaction. Liverpool are top of the league. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Excuse us at the same time, but we're eating. And the reason why we're eating is because we're hungry. But Liverpool on top of the league, and we should enjoy, we should cherish these moments, because this is turning out to be quite a season, Sass.
We deserve this feast, a bit like the Liverpool players.
I mean, I don't know where to start. We've just come back from Southampton, people. We are now actually in Kensington, I believe, and we're having some absolute fantastic food, courtesy of Sass. But what did we just witness today? We have witnessed Liverpool go 8 points clear of Manchester City, our nemesis, our arch rivals, the team that has won 4 titles in a row. And we have a chance, Brother Sass, we have a chance to go 11 points clear next week. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
For sure.
Talk to me about today, brother. I don't know what to make of today. The lineup, was there any shocks for you in this lineup?
Not really, but potential, banana skin definitely swerved. The weather was horrific. Driving there, driving back. It was torrential rain.
It was the wind, wasn't it?
Yeah, the wind, the rain.
We were discussing it like this is like a Sunday league type weather, where it's a leveler.
For sure.
The footballing team against bruisers, but luckily we were playing against another footballing team.
For sure.
And it showed.
100%. In addition to that, it's always a bit of a curveball playing after international break.
We know this.
In addition to that, maybe not the strongest starting 11. No Diaz, no McAllister.
Did you agree with that? Because it's obvious that since he played McAllister last season against Wolves, I think, was it? Where we saw no, he didn't play, but Klopp played him. We know, or I think it's fairly obvious to say, McAllister struggles after an international break.
Well, that was the verdict after we played Forest.
Yeah.
And lost at home. And they kind of looked out of sorts, and can't blame them. Long travel and all the rest of it. But today was, for me, was just about the result and taking advantage of City's issues, and it was a must.
It was a must. Look, the lineup, I agree with you. I kind of predicted the lineup to the T. Diaz, I get it, absolutely get it. Gakpo's in form, no problems there. I think Nunes is the only striker, so he's got to play Nunes. We actually take the lead. Not a brilliant start. You was okay with it. I was a bit frustrated with it.
I think Mo had a couple of half.
Yeah, Mo had a couple of half chances. And then Salah-led, who everyone's been asking for output. Do you know what? I'm not seeing enough praise for that finish, Sass. I've had a browse through Twitter and social media. I've had a look back, right? It's a beautiful... Shall I tell you? The youngsters won't know, but you'll know. That finish reminded me of the old Ronnie Whelan finish against United. And that, lovely little curler. That was a Ronnie Whelan finish. Your thoughts on the midfield and Salah-led and Curtis Jones? Because I know Curtis frustrated you a little bit.
Listen, I think Dominic, you can tell he's a good player. You can tell he's got all the qualities. Yeah. Sometimes his decision making is a bit frustrating. It's almost like he should pass when he should shoot, or he passes when he should shoot, and vice versa. Yeah. But you can't fault his effort. And like you guys, you were describing, he's got two lungs or 3 lungs or whatever. The guy doesn't stop running. So I think he's critical for us in terms of just legs in the midfield.
Slot definitely likes him. I was going to say Slot definitely fancies him, but who doesn't?
Yeah. He's a good-looking boy as well.
Yeah.
Better looking than Steven Gerrard.
Yeah. Alright, easy with that one.
But in addition to that, I think for me, Curtis, you could look.
What is it?
Played brilliantly for England, scored a great goal. I almost feel like you want Curtis unleashed a bit, and he's got the dribbling, he's got the drive, he's got the energy, and I just want to see more of it. And sometimes I feel he holds on to it for too long.
Do you think under Slot it's under instruction now?
Possibly.
Because it seems to me like, because you was getting frustrated when he was putting his foot on the ball and told him, when it was 0-0 at the time, you wanted him to be a bit more assertive.
Yeah, I did, and I kind of like, for me, it's sort of that.
Because he's got it.
he's got it for sure. He's got it. He's a quality player. He's a really important member of the squad, and I love him to bits. But I just felt like, you know,
his talent, he can do more.
100%. And look, it'll come. It'll come. To be fair, every time he gets a run, he ends up getting injured. It's been a stop-start career for him so far, but we know he's got the mineral. You know, he's got the skills.
1-0 up, and we're usually very good when we go 1-0 up, especially this season because it's all about control. But out of the blue, and 5 minutes earlier, you actually, let's call it Spanish.
Yeah.
Actually, 5 minutes earlier, you actually called it. You said, "What is this sloppiness?" Because I think Curtis Jones loses it. And then 5 minutes later, the skipper ventures into midfield,
then
does some back heel, and then that geezer who was very good for them, Tyler Dibbing.
Yeah, he was good.
Is that his name?
Dibbing was good, and so was the big number. I forget. But the guy who's playing number 9.
Yeah, he was good as well. But Tyler Dibbing has a run, has a break, and Robertson lunges in. It's one of those ones where it's very difficult to pull out from that challenge when it's on there. You know, when it happens like that.
Yeah.
But Virgil's to blame, right? Ultimately.
Virgil's to blame. Maybe Grav could have cut across more. I don't know. It was one of those. To be fair, when you saw it live, you thought it was a pen. I thought it was a pen initially, but then having seen a few still images, it's one of those. It's a bit of a coin toss. So, yeah, I didn't think Southampton deserved to equalise. To be fair, even though our performance was a bit messy.
It was a typical after the international break.
100%.
0-0 at half time. We 1-1 at half time. We thought, what has to happen? What did we just see for the last 10 minutes? Because we were in control. I think we were both a bit overcritical of that performance in the first half. I don't think it was bad looking back, reflecting upon it. We're just so used to good stuff this season so far, right?
For sure.
So it was a bit frustrating. Like, this is bottom of the table, Southampton. They're not really roughing us up. They're trying to play football against us. We should be able to out-football them, right? That was the frustration.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think they merited their draw at half time. And we kind of had a 10-15 minutes where we just
we got lazy, complacent.
We weren't at it. And it started to kind of like, you know, started to spread amongst the team.
In the Premier League, you can't do that though.
100% you can't. And it started to look like
one of those
it's going to be one of those days, basically, where we're not going to be able to turn it around, and we're not going to take advantage of what City did the day before.
Because we were buzzing. Look, last night was an absolute vibe. If you guys didn't check out our Big Six watch along, make sure you go and check that out. Like, we couldn't believe Man City had been turned over as easily as they did, and we had to capitalise. At half time, we're drawing 1-1 against the bottom team. What are your thoughts? What do you want to say to them at half time? What do you want to change? Do you want to make? Is there something that you want to change straight away at half time?
No, I think it was just more of a sort of kick up the arse.
Yeah.
Don't let this opportunity slip you by.
Wake up, man. Wake up.
Basically.
I think we start off much better in the second half.
For sure.
I think we really camp in their half. We have a few chances. We have a few breaks. The tempo's much better. And then Robbo takes a corner, and they do a Liverpool on us, where we have lightning, efficient, magnificent counterattacks from opposition set pieces. They done that to us.
To be fair, it was a really good goal. You got to give them credit for that. Then you're thinking, shit, the writing's on the wall here. It's going to be, you know, how we lose. It was one of them, how we losing 2-1. From having been in control, generally speaking, not performance questionable, but definitely it was feeling like shit. You know, everything's going to conspire against us.
I think there was a point, Sass, 2-1 down, and around the 65th minute to about the 80th minute, when Mohamed Salah. I said to you during the game, he hadn't scored yet. I said Mo's back on it now, because he wasn't having a brilliant game. Gakpo was having an average game. Nunes was not much involved. Our front three were a bit down. He brings on Luis Diaz. He brings on McAllister. I thought it gave us the impetus that we needed, and definitely gave us the push. Lucho was brilliant.
Yeah, he was electric when he came on, and a real threat.
And look, I want some credit because I said to you, or did you say it? Actually, you said it. You said that about we need to play this ball over the top because they're playing such a high line.
Yeah.
You said we need to, and I said to you, we haven't got anyone. Without Trent and Virgil, none of our midfielders are the type of players to play over the ball because McAllister's on the bench, and Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones. They can all play different types of balls, but they can't play the ball over the top. Suddenly, Gravenberch brings out his putter, and a nice little chip.
It was a nice, not 7-iron, pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
Fantastic pass.
Keeper to blame. Salah knows what he's doing. Both things can be true.
For sure, but it was definitely. He was definitely trying to score from the touch. I don't think he was trying to
control it.
Yeah, control it. Great man.
2-2. Mohamed Salah again. As I said, there were 15 minutes where he got the game by the scruff of the neck, and he said, "I'm going to decide this game for you." For sure. There is a title to be won. He cuts in, brilliant ball again. We call it the corridor of uncertainty. Blatant handball. I turned around for the penalty. He was brave enough to watch it, feeling elation.
Yeah, it was money time. It was Mo's money time. So, yeah, it was, we have our doubts when he steps up to take
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, well, because occasionally he just lamps them and you think, he doesn't place them. But it was quality. Once that went in, it was like...
I mean, the fans went off. It was a brilliant atmosphere. He took his top off. And Sass, usually when he takes his top off,
it's serious.
It's very serious because he thinks we can win the league or there's a league to be won. Because let's not forget, he took his top off against Man United and he took his top off against Southampton when we won 3-1 there in 2019, when we were absolutely one of the best teams in Europe.
Yeah. Agreed.
3-2, we hold on without much drama after that. Is there any standout performance that you want to see today? Because I'm not going to lie, there was no standouts really. Everyone was okay-ish.
Yeah, I mean, it was generally speaking sort of 6.5 out of 10, was, at best 7 out of 10 performance. I thought Gravenberch showed his quality.
Fair.
I know there's a couple of instances where maybe he could have done better or covered for the first goal, but
he's still learning on the job.
He's got the technique. He's great at receiving the ball with his back to goal. You can tell his quality. He's really, really growing, and long may that continue. When he went down, I was a bit like, yeah, shit, he better be fit for. To basically play the kids against Madrid.
Well, I was going to say, look, the elation at full time, and then obviously straight away, our minds go to Madrid. I said to you, I don't give a shit about Madrid. Play Tyler Moore and Endo in midfield, rest up the brothers. Play, what's his name? Neil Dan's son.
Yeah. Scott Dans.
No,
Neil. Sorry.
No, Neil Dan's is his dad. Jaden Dan's.
Just Dans.
Dan's. Is Jaden
Dan's going to play up front.
Danzy's going to play up front. He's not really, but that's what we want. Because it's all about Sunday, right? Wow, it's all about Sunday.
Sunday's going to be massive, man. Sunday is massive. I just don't. If I start thinking about it too much now, it's going to derail my week in terms of nerves.
We can't have our week derailed. We were very close to having our week derailed today, but we came through. Liverpool ended up winning. This has been a Grizzly post-match reaction. We were too hungry not to eat, and we wanted to share our emotions before the emotions died down. We wanted to give you an instant post-match reaction as opposed to 1 hour later. So excuse if we've missed out details or our thinking's been scrambled, but we have got amazing kebab in front of us, and there's a title to be won, Sass.